You have the look of a man possessed.
More like a man prepared. Every patient on Boardman's service. Diagnosis, symptoms, procedure, prognosis.
And there's nothing you don't know about any of your...
About these patients? Oh, no, not a thing. Nope. Dr. Devlin's going to hear from me during rounds today, ma'am.
I expect no less. Well, you better get going. There's no such thing as fashionably late around here.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Hardy. How are you?
Well, I've been better. Do you have a minute?
For you, of course I do.
I thought you should see this before it becomes local news. And I also thought you could use a friend.
Well, if this is about Devlin, is it any information we can use?
There's just something I want to say about him.
Why? Well, you know him or something?
Look, you do the work, you know the answers, period. Man's one of the best surgeons in the world. It's not like you... What is this? The on-call room in the morgue?
I think we came in the middle of something.
Julie's just gonna reveal some information about Dr. Devlin.
I think we know all we need to know.
I feel terrible that I didn't share this sooner. And I don't feel great about sharing it now. But it's important for all of you to know that Dr. Devlin...
Not going to end your medical career. On the contrary, I'm looking forward to conducting rounds today with the best and the brightest General Hospital has to offer.
Well, I can't wait to see the expression on her face. She finds out that she got a part in a big movie.
You came all the way from New York just to tell her the good news? Is that something agents usually do?
Well, it's rare, but I like to give clients a personal touch.
Oh, well, Danielle looks like she could use some cheering up. She always seems so scared, a little nervous.
No kidding.
It's hard for young couples starting out, and him an intern and her trying to be an actress to boot. They could use all the help they can get.
Well, I plan on giving it to him. Hey, listen, thank you for your help.
Oh, well, make yourself comfortable. I think she'll be back soon. She's going to be very excited when she hears the news. Hi.
Yeah, not so sure how excited she's going to be.
Jake Marshak. He specializes in DNA research.
Jacob, this is your mother. You are not there? No, I don't like this machine of yours. I forget what I want to say now. Oh, you fixed the immigration trouble. We sleep now. Thank you, Jacob.
Your boy don't know what trouble is.
Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. You said my agent?
It seemed unusual to me, too, but he had some very good... Never mind, I'll let him tell you.
Congratulations. I hear it's a girl.
The Cooper family donates millions to a local hospital for the treatment of neurological disorders leading to violence.
Well, it's what they call spin control. I was thankful at least they didn't mention your name.
Well, they might as well have. After almost losing our son to the negligence of a resident, you'll have to excuse me, but I'm at a loss.
Well, I already spoke to Lee about that, and unfortunately, the hospital can't respond to any of this while we're still in litigation.
Audrey, listen, may I keep this? I'd like to show it to Scott Baldwin when I get a chance.
Oh, yes, of course you may. Oh, how does Scott think things are going anyway?
Well, he said the Cooper family isn't interested in money. As you said, their only concern is whitewashing what their son did. And I just happened to be the one who treated him.
Well, if there's anything else I can do...
Oh, you've done so much already. I mean, you got the transcripts of the meetings between Cooper and the hospital.
I only hope they were helpful.
Just not helpful enough.
I trust we may begin. Fine. I assume you all know who I am, which puts me at a disadvantage, I'm afraid, but I intend to get to know each and every one of you. And judging from your haggard appearance, the internship process hasn't changed all that much. But since we're not running a beauty contest here, I would say that you all look just perfect. Surgery is the most rewarding discipline in the medical profession. Consequently, the sacrifices are greater. As a surgeon, you will be under unimaginable pressure. And that's usually followed by the well-earned and relaxing split-second decision. It's about the time the thoughts of becoming a radiologist start dancing in your head.
They're all yours.
I'd like to thank Dr. Boardman for inviting me to conduct rounds this morning.
We're going to go over the charts to familiarize Dr. Devlin with the patients that we'll be seeing this morning.
Doctor, if I may. I expect today to be an exchange of ideas. My first surgical rounds were conducted by a resident who appointed himself high executioner of my intern year. Now, I survived that. And I vowed that when I had the opportunity to conduct rounds myself, that I would make that man look like Gandhi. I want to know what you know. And there is no hiding from what every single one of you needs to know about each and every patient before you walk in the room. Is that clear? Okay, so how about a little Q&A? Practice those split-second decisions that I referred to earlier. Ready?
I am a believer.
Any bets on who bites the dust first?
My money's on you, big guy.
If you had any. Here we go.
Dr. Marshak?
Hanson, room 1020.
Excision of a tumor on the right parotid gland.
Specifics, location.
Salivary gland located near the articulation of the jaw.
Risks.
Nicking the facial nerve or one of its branches running directly through the gland.
How many branches?
5. There are 5 branches.
Good work, Dr. Marcia.
After surgery on the right and left common carotid arteries, the patient developed septicemia.
Contributing factors.
Patient has a history of alcohol and drug abuse with related pathologic organ changes, a cirrhosis of the liver in particular.
Riding the roller coaster of polypharmacy, huh?
Exactly.
Dr. Lambert, Gwynn, room 1017.
Complications due to a coronary angioplasty.
Yes. And?
And the procedure reopened one artery, but the balloon broke, and a new catheter had to be reinserted.
Of course it did. Any idea why the mishap occurred?
Yes. The balloon wasn't overpressurized. I'd call the manufacturer.
Dr. Harmon. Patient was admitted with exertional angina.
She was stabilized and sent home. And she came back after a massive MI.
Could that have been prevented medically?
Most likely, yes, with a coronary catheter.
Fine. Dr. Scanlon.
But, clearly a more thorough explanation to the patient regarding her symptoms and condition could have helped prevent the infarction.
Good work, Dr. Harmon. Perhaps you should have been her surgeon.
So with a strangulated hernia, the post-op patient will remain hospitalized for about a week, with a nasogastric tube in place until normal GI functions return.
Good. Dr. Wexler, give me the parameters of Hasselbalch's triangle.
The space between the deep epigastric artery and... I learned it in anatomy, but I don't know the other boundaries.
But Dr. Wexler will have the answer in the morning, correct?
Of course.
Moving on. Dr. Scanlon. Room 1023, admitted with an abdominal mass.
It was removed successfully.
Follow-up?
The labs weren't back last night, I know.
More of an effort to follow up, Dr. Scanlon would have revealed that the mass was formed by a tiny piece of talc from a glove used during a prior operation. And the poor guy was contaminated by a surgeon who didn't take time for the details.
Your most valuable knowledge comes from seeing the entire case through to its conclusion. You live by that rule from now on.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Morris.
Yes, sir.
A young man in for cholecystectomy.
A simple gallbladder removal, but complication arose when the cystic artery was inadvertently damaged by a scalpel.
Dr. Morris, what would be the subsequent course of action and the time frame for performing it?
Well, that's hardly an answer that an intern would be expected to know, but you know, interestingly enough, it does remind me of a time in Helsinki. It was in '91, and I'd just come from Moscow, where at the Swiss-American hospital, believe it or not, they tried to buy the antibiotics and the painkillers that I had. They had nothing there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I shock you? I was just very excited about meeting the mother of my child.
I'm calling the police.
What for? Landlady let me in?
Yeah, after you lied and told her that you were my agent.
Shut up! Now let's just cut to the chase.
Look, I know you're very angry, and I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
This comes as a shock.
Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Are you gonna pretend to play this game? How much money do you want?
I would never take your money.
What's the matter? Don't you like money?
Look, all I wanted was...
Now, when did Dominique approach you? When did she come to you and say, I need an egg? How much money did she offer you?
I would never take money.
What? Why not? Out of love for your dying sister? Now, where did this egg swapping take place at?
It wasn't like that.
Where? Port Charles here? No, because you're not from here. Unless you were lying about that. Now, how did my wife approach you?
She.
Let me help you out with your lines here. Hi, Danielle. Nobody in the world knows that you're my sister, but could I borrow a pair of pantyhose and one of your scrambled eggs?
Look, Mr. Baldwin, I know how much she meant to you.
You don't know anything. Now, when you had this meeting with my dying wife, did she tell you that the one thing that she wanted on this earth was our child?
This is all so horrible.
This is nothing compared to what I'm going to do to you when I get you up on the stand. If you continue to play this game, nobody is going to save you from me. Nobody.
Hey, I knew it. I knew I could just ace any question that guy threw at me if I just got the chance.
Yeah, you guys were in a total embarrassment.
Oh, come on. We were great. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
No, you were looking at something when I came in. What is it?
New evidence from my trial in the court of public opinion.
Those Coopers are unbelievable. What are you going to do?
Unfortunately, Audrey said neither the hospital nor I can officially respond while they're in litigation.
So they're trying to paint their murderous son as, what, some poor, sick kid? And you as...
Incompetent. Yeah, I know. You know, it's about time that I practice what I preach to you. No defeat. No surrender.
All right. What are you going to do?
Call Scott Baldwin. We're going to get access into Cooper's room. Today.
I cannot believe Boardman shafted me on that follow-up question. I mean, he must have got the pathologist out of bed to get the results out early.
I completely blew the question he asked me.
Oh, come on. He asked you something that none of us have dealt with since our first year in med school.
Do you think Devlin's trying to make us look bad?
Absolutely. Probably at Boardman's request. I mean, they both come from the good old boy school of medicine. I sound really paranoid, don't I?
Yes.
It's because I'm running on fumes.
This isn't a beauty contest, Scanlon. Interns are supposed to look like death warmed open.
Oh, you can make me laugh.
You really like a fight, don't you?
I didn't see Devlin punching back.
Come on, you baited him with that attitude of yours. Not wise, Evelyn.
I don't back down from him or anyone. Okay, that question he asked me was loaded. He didn't ask anybody else a question like that.
What about the gallbladder softball he threw Julie? And no follow-up? Tell you, whether she likes it or not, the old man definitely calls the shots when it comes to his little girl.
Oh, yeah.
Made it look like she was getting a free ride.
Trust me, nothing that man does is for free.
Oprah, Jeopardy, Green Acres, Medical Channel?
How about make room for Daddy?
Please. Please leave.
All right. Oh, you know what I just thought about?
I have no idea.
Today was my daughter's first day at school. But you wouldn't know that, would you? She was very, very happy today. Her grandfather was taking videos of her. She had a brand new outfit on that Lucy had gotten for her. And a knapsack that was a gift from her sister Karen. And she had this nice little plastic lunchbox with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in there with the crust cut off, you know, the way she likes it. I did that. She was surrounded by people that care about her. Now, I'm thinking of this same little girl sitting in a courtroom, listening to your lies, claiming that the star that she prays to every night is not her mother. That you are, a perfect stranger. And that the woman that she thought was her mother, who was dying of cancer, was a liar. She was lying to everybody, to me, to her child, to her best friend. Now, would you like to see a little girl sit in a courtroom and hear that?
No.
Well, you know what? I can't imagine that. Because it is never, ever gonna happen.
I do love Serena,
You
and
what?
I would never
You
wanna...
what? You love Serena?
Yes.
Let me tell you something. If you ever say that you love my daughter again, I will choke the life right out of you.
Hey, what's going on here?
There's something new under the sun. Lisa McCree joins Good Morning America. Every weekday morning, Lisa McCree and Charlie Gibson on a new Good Morning America. Check it out.